Hello everyone, it's the Fatalist Millennial here. I decided to record this this entry today. Obviously, by the title of the video you can tell why. But I am currently sitting at home enduring what is one of the most unprecedented heat waves that my area has ever seen. On Monday it hit, which was yesterday as of the time of recording this, Monday, June the 28th, 2021. It hit 41 degrees, or about 104 Fahrenheit, with a real feel of about 116 or 47 Celsius. And I have never been in this type of heat before. It has never been this hot here before. And this, I don't know what else to say. I feel like this should just go to show. The warming is real. Climate change is real. Global average temperatures going up is real. This is not going to be the last. This is the first of many terrible weather phenomenon, natural disasters. There's no news yet, but my biggest concern after all this, if it's supposed to cool down, is what is the death toll going to look like compared to other years where it gets really hot. And likely, my prediction is that it's going to be higher. There's no way it couldn't be. And I can't believe it. It's one of those things. I may have mentioned in the first episode, but I don't know. I used to watch a lot of educational scientific programming as a child. I used to watch everything from Shark Week to Nat Geo to whatever actual educational things they had on Discovery. There were all sorts of people like Steve Irwin, many people like him, who would go out and they'd go into the bush or they'd go out into the wild and they would show off how to, like, animals and wild animals and interact with them or not, and they would talk about habitat destruction, and other programming would talk about pollution and greenhouse gas emissions, and this was the thing. Was at the time I was a kid, and it's not that I didn't believe them, but it was also hard to really wrap your mind around something that you weren't really seeing firsthand, or the effects were so mild. It's like, oh, well, is it really that? It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal yet. We probably still have time to turn this around. And now I don't think we do. I truly see this as kind of the start. This is the beginning. We had some crazy winters here that we hadn't really seen before, that were, for the average winter that we were experiencing, was out of the ordinary, but was more like something that would occur in the past with all the snow we had. But this is truly... This summer is truly the first of its kind. I don't think, there were record temperatures set. Record temperatures that had never been seen. Where I live was just as hot as other cities 3 or 4 hours away whose climate regions are deserts. I don't live in a desert. I live in the temporal region, in the temporal rainforest region. I'm further inland than other cities, but it's not a desert. We have tons of green space. And we hit, with the humidity, 47 degrees Celsius. I've never sat through that before. I could definitely liken it to physical activity out in the summer heat, how hot I was feeling. It's not that I've never felt this hot, but I've never just sat here, reserving my energy, not moving, and sweating, and feeling so exhausted, and no motivation, and just doing everything I can to try and cool down my home. Every metal surface in my house is warm. My desk has metal legs, and they are very warm to the touch. Every door handle that is metal is warm. Every cupboard handle fixture is warm. The hood vent over my stove was hot. It is so hot. The ambient air is so hot that the space on the linoleum tile in front of my fridge is too hot to stand on with the added heat of the vent from the fridge. Our air conditioning unit could not get the room down past 88 degrees overnight. Not until close to 1 a.m. did it dip down to 84 in that room. We had 4 fans, including the AC, to just try and make everything bearable, which is not helping. ACs are bad for the environment. It's effectively heating the outside even more, but at this point, when it feels like it's too little too late, and also my personal individual self contribution is not nearly as horrendous as industrial pollution, it's hard not to justify using an AC unit so that I can sleep at night. This is shit. I hate it. I hate everything about this. I hate every waking moment of this heat wave. I don't understand. Well, I do understand. I understand too well, and that's part of the problem. But I don't understand how everyone else, everyone who denies this, everyone who brushes it off, could let it get this way. It was not 3 summers ago. I was attending an outdoor concert in the middle of June. or July, in the middle of summer at any rate, and it was raining on that day. And I heard a man right in front of me say, "See you guys, it's raining. There's no such thing as global warming." And oh, how I hope he's eating his words now. But in reality, he's probably thinking to himself, "Oh, this is just a fluke. It's just one bad summer." But the truth is that it's not just one bad summer. We've had a lot of bad summers. The interior has had a lot of bad summers. There's been so many fires. And not just in Canada, but in California. And many, many, many places. There have been so many fires and so much destruction. And it's all caused by the heat and the dryness and just the sheer power of our mistakes as humans. Fossil fuel burning has led to this moment. Coal, petroleum, everything has led to this moment. The problem isn't so much that we didn't have the forethought at the time, but that once we were aware of it, we did nothing. We did nothing to stop progress. All people could see were dollar signs. Engines. More powerful. Faster. Make money faster. Tow more. Shipping across oceans. Revolutionized. Factories revolutionized. Home heating revolutionized. The inception of the motor vehicle. It has all led to this. The truest mistake of human ingenuity was discovering fire. Because after we learned how to control something so powerful, we understood how to manipulate what is essentially heat and pure energy to do the things we wanted it to do. We never stopped looking for ways to harness more energy. And now we have so much of it, we can't get rid of it, and we can't undo this. I am currently sweating down my leg, sitting in my chair. There are beads of sweat just running down my whole body. Because we had an insatiable lust for energy and fire and oil. This is the Fatalist Millennial signing off for this episode of the podcast, telling you Stay cool. Endure. And frankly, just don't know what we can do after this.